Round 3, ASP Championship Tour. The Surf Tour, the Dream Tour, here in New Zealand, in New Plymouth, in Taranaki, home of mountain surf land, and very good waves coming up from the deep south as they travel towards the Pacific. This is the world's top 17 best female surfers, and the big favourite, of course, Paige Harrod from Taranaki, from one of the southern beaches there. Heaps of local support also for Carissa Moore out of Hawaii. Going into this event, the world rankings after 2 rounds, Carissa Moore from Hawaii, she's top with 18,000 points. We've got Sally Fitzgibbons out of Australia in second, Tyler Wright as well.
This event in New Zealand is number 3 on our tour, and it is really important. You know, we don't have that many events on our tour this year, so every event counts, and yeah, I'm stoked to be back. It's a beautiful place, and we're just hoping we get some good waves in the next week.
This one's really important, just because I haven't had any good results for the first 2, and yeah, I want to do well. I want to be in the top 10 again, so there's a bit of pressure on me for sure, so I'm going to try and nail it.
All the girls on tour are, you know, you got to look out for. They each have a lot of talent and are really fired up this year. But especially Sally Fitzgibbons. We've had great matchups all last year and this year, and she's in form and really excited. So yeah, her and Tyler and Steph and, you know, all the girls for sure.
The top contenders for this event would have to be Carissa Moore, who won the first event at Snappers, and Sally Fitzgibbons, who won the last one at Bows Beach, and then of course the current world champ, Steph Gilmore. It's pretty special to be back in Taranaki, even though the weather hasn't really turned it on for us yet, but you know, it's always good to be home with friends and family and sleep in my own bed.
The Dream Tour always picks a wild card from the local marketplace, so to speak. The New Zealand Women's Open runs in hideous offshore winds, very strong, gusting more than 50 knots. Sarah Mason, part of the Mason surfing family, rips it up. Takes the win. And she's in as a wildcard entry into the Dream Tour for 2011 in Taranaki.
They were super tricky conditions today. Like, the wind was really strong and we had rain, so it was real tough getting the waves and trying to like get scores, but if you got in the right spot and the right waves, you could do well in your heat.
Head judge and all the admin team call that the event is on. Round 1 of the Subaru Pro Taranaki is taking place right here at Back Beach. Challenging conditions, down the bank they go. Huge winds continue, not the biggest swell. However, the judges, the ASP judges, make the call. It's on. It's on at Back Beach. First up, round 1, the Heat 1. Subaru Pro. Chelsea Hedges places second with 7.90 points. Tyler Wright, Australia, also finding speed in the wave. She's in third with 6.75 and taking out the win. Paige Harrod, New Zealand, 15 combined heat score. Top 2 waves, 15 for Paige. Finding a barrel on the shoreline. A little inside runner and very popular winner. Round 1, Heat 2, Subaru Pro, Silvana Lima takes out second with 14.10 points. Rebecca Woods, favourite from Australia, she's in third, 11.20 points. And Courtney Conlog from the US of A, Heat 2 winner was 16.10 points. Her score's in the very good range as far as the judges are concerned. And she's through to round 3. Jessie Miley Dyer from Australia takes out third with a good score for third, 10.50. And Sarah Mason, New Zealand's hope, second place in Heat 3 with 11.30 points. Carissa Moore, winner of Heat 3, 12.75. extracting as much speed out of the waves as she can. Round 1, Heat 4 in the Subaru Pro. Pauline Ado from France places third with a combined score of 10. And Claire Bevilacqua from Perth, Australia, second place. 15.35 is her total. And a very windy back beach. And Sally Fitzgibbons, winner Heat 4. She's straight through to round 3 without going through the repecharge round. She's happy. She's got 3 turns, that's what the judges are looking for. Heat 5, Subaru Pro at Taranaki's back beach. Conditions are changing. Alana Blanchard, Hawaii, struggling. Laura Enova, second place in Heat 5 with a 9.15 point tally. And the winner through to the next round is Steph Gilmore, world champ. 16.10, her total heat score. Round 1 continues with Heat 6 with Sofia Milanovic, who's sort of adopted Taranaki, placing third in her heat with 12.90. Coco Ho, Hawaii, someone to watch, second place, 13.40, finding a sighty wave at back beach. And Mel Bartels, winner Heat 6 with 13.95, and there you go, round 3 coming up for Melanie. So winners out of round 1, Heat 1, Paige Harrop, Courtney Conlog, Carissa Moore, Sally Fitzgibbons, Steph Gilmore, Mel Bartels through to the third round.
The conditions today, they were tough. We've sort of been on hold yesterday and today due to these extraordinary winds. Apparently it doesn't happen too often like this strong, but we seem to have managed to squeeze in around today. And it was kind of as the tide pushed back in, there's a reasonable bank like left sort of runs across it, and I think we just got the push of the tide and some really nice waves sort of to finish off the afternoon. So yeah, it's really nice to move through round 3 and keep it moving on.
It's pretty tricky. I mean, it's the same for everyone, but even just paddling into the waves, you can't really see, so you're kind of hoping that it's still going to be peeling by the time you stand up, and it's little as well, so you really have to work it when you're doing your turns, and yeah, it's hard.
I didn't really have that high of a heat total or wave score out there, but I think you just gotta get the one that lines up and just line it together and connect everything, and the girls are doing a really good job of it.
Yeah, it's really windy, and you're sitting out in the lineup looking at a snow-covered mountain, so it's an interesting experience, but I love it.
The Dream Tour continues. Subaru Pro Taranaki round 2. Held at Back Beach. Again, variable conditions. The judges are happy. It's on again. Heat 1, man on man, woman on woman now. 2 in a heat. Chelsea Hedges from Australia takes out this one with a 13-point plus total wave score. Finding those 3 critical turns, the judges like that. Rebecca Woods, Australia, winner Heat 2 with a total heat score 10.50. Finding bigger waves here today at Back Beach for round 2. And in Heat 3, eventual winner Silvana Lima from Brazil takes it out with a combined heat score of 12, leaving Sarah Mason out in the cold. Tyler Wright, very young, don't underestimate her. She's the winner of Heat 4. 14.40 is her total wave score, best 2 waves. Conditions, will they stay for the day? On we go, Coco Ho. Winner, Heat 5 with a point score of 11 with 2 top waves. Looking for those crucial 3 big turns. Pauline Ado of France. Nicely backlit. Back Beach doing it. She takes out that win. To date, we have Chelsea Hedges, Rebecca Woods, Silvana Lima, Tyler Wright, Coco Ho, Pauline Ado. Chelsea Hedges with 13.75 points. Round 3, just like that, the whole team is back at it, and huge support for Paige Harrop as she signed someone's face. He's stoked. It's a sea of cameras, a sea of people and a sea of fans for Paige Harrop.
Go Paige!
Tyler Wright takes out this heat. Huge total wave score. Her best 2 rides come to 15 points. She's happy.
The wind's died off, which is really good, but the water's chilled at least another 4 degrees, I reckon. But the conditions are really small, but it's rideable. There's really fun left-handers, and yeah, it's the girls are catching heaps of waves, which is really good, and yeah, it's turned out pretty good.
Last 3 days have been challenging. There's been a fair bit of offshore wind. There's some snow up on the snowy peak over there, and there's waves. You know, the waves have been there, and it's been clean conditions. So it's testing, but it's contestable and it's fun.
Rebecca Woods enjoying the ride to New Zealand for the Subaru Pro. Courtney Conlog representing USA winner Heat 2. Big score, 16 plus points.
I was just going out there trying to pretend I was free surfing with my friends and my brother, and because when I did, I just seemed more relaxed and I surf more like how I'd normally surf versus going out there stressed out about going against the current #1. So yeah, it's a lot easier to compete that way when you're relaxed and not tensing yourself up every single wave.
Heat 3, round 3, and it's Sally Fitzgibbons with a combined heat score of 19. Highest heat score of the event so far that takes out the win. The Subaru Pro, Heat 4, round 3. The winner, Coco Ho from Hawaii, takes out Paige Harrop in second, and it's Paige that takes out Steph Gilmore, world champ.
We were kind of battling out, Steph and I, and we saw a few rights, and I'm definitely more comfortable on my front side, so it was pretty good heat. Like the girls, it wasn't much hassling. I mean, we all kind of took turns, and that's the best heats always, where you can just let the surfing do the talking. And yeah, I was just fortunate I found the better ones in that little cycle.
Beating Steph is the first time for me, and it's definitely a big positive I'm going to take out of the heat. It was a bit of a burden for me for a while. I've surfed against her so many times and come so close. It's a big relief. I would have liked to have won the heat, but you know, I'm still in the competition, and hopefully I can get through the next round and come up against Coco Ho again and give it to her next time.
Round 3 heat winners, Tyler Wright with 15 points, Courtney Conlog 16.35, Sally Fitzgibbons 19 and Coco Ho 14.65. Round 4 Subaru Pro Taranaki. Ooh, the coaches are on the beach. It's all on. Plenty of support. Paige, centre of it. Very instrumental with her family in bringing this whole event to Taranaki.
Yeah, the local Go Page campaign support, it's pretty cool. You know, I look back in and see everyone on the beach cheering and can hear them out there, and I guess it does just give me that little bit extra push to want to do well for them.
And can that push help her? Silvana Lima, Brazil, places second in Heat 1 with a total of 8.35 points. Pauline out of France, Pauline Ardo, the winner of Heat 1 with 11.65 points. Waves holding nicely at Back Beach. Wind obliging. Zigzag, Carissa Moore, looking for that speed. Heat winner, Heat 2 with a very good wave score. Finds a longer wave, hard to do. Ooh, nice bit of fin work. Rebecca Woodsy, second place in Heat 2. Point total 15.80. Rebecca Woods from Australia, surfing ably, landing that one in the foam. Judges like that. Chelsea Hedges with a pretty good score, 16.75 points. The judges are looking for the big turns. Off the lip and landing. Heat 3, round 4. Steph Gilmore, many times world champ, is eliminated in this event. She was eliminated in round 3 by New Zealand's Paige Harrop, and now her compatriot from Australia, Chelsea Hedges. Mel Bartels, very new school surfer, sitting on her fins. In spite of all this great surfing, she finished third in her heat. Up against Paige Harrop, winner, heat 4, 13 points. Round 4 winners, Pauline Ado, Carissa Moore, Chelsea Hedges, Paige Harrop. Paige Harrop is through to the quarterfinals, as we can see, with Tyler Wright, Courtney Conlog, Sally Fitzgibbons and more. Nice waves.
The conditions out there, it's a pretty nice day and it looks quite good, but it's still pretty tricky once you're out there, and it's hard to find the right one, and I was lucky to get onto a couple of good ones, and I'm looking forward to the quarterfinal though with Coco Ho, and yeah, I'm just going to try my best. Steph just got knocked out by my good friend Chelsea Hedges, and you know, it makes it exciting. All the girls left now are top girls and they can all win the event, so it definitely opens it up for the world title race.
The Subaru Pro Taranaki quarterfinals time. Back beach, plenty of support for Paige Harrop. Big mountain, good waves, good crowds, good times. And Paige has the whole support of her family to rely on here. 17 of the world's top women, plus the wildcard entry, are Sarah Mason, now eliminated. Pauline Ado from France places second in Heat 1 of the quarterfinals. It's Tyler Wright from Australia in the red. The competitors have chosen to surf the right-handers here at Back Beach, sometimes looking and keeping an eye on the left to see if they're building for the day. Heat 1. In second place, Pauline Ado from France with 11.50, and Tyler Wright taking out the win. And here's why. Heat scored 2 best waves, 14.50. Heat 2 features Courtney Conlog from the USA and Carissa Moore, last year's winner of the Dream Tour here in Taranaki. Making the most of the slightly smaller conditions. And when the rip comes up, the competitors scramble and vie to move up the beach to look for an even better break. Carissa Moore, winner Heat 2 with 13.77 for her combined scores. And Courtney, not far behind, 13.10. Very fine lines between winning and second. Quarterfinals, Heat 3. Chelsea Hedges and Sally Fitzgibbons, the two Aussies competing. Chelsea continues on the tour. She's a mother, Sally Fitzgibbons, fairly new to the tour, first time on tour last year. Acquitting herself very well. Gorgeous conditions, the wind not up. Cutting back, finding the top. Carving turns, on rail, speed. It's what the judges are looking for. And Sally, who takes out the win against her fellow countryman Chelsea Hedges for Heat 3 in the quarterfinals with a stunning score of 15.67. Last heat in the quarters, Paige Harrop. You try landing that one in the foam. Coco Ho of Hawaii. Quite a shore break. Paige Harrop sadly knocked out. Second place with 8.73. Coco Ho from Hawaii, 13.40, and she's through to the semi-finals in the Subaru Pro on the ASP Dream Tour. Conditions seem to be holding, and for the semi-finals you can see Tyler Wright will be up against Carissa Moore, Sally Fitzgibbons against Coco Ho. 2 from Australia, 2 from Hawaii.
I had a game plan before I went out there to sit and wait for a good one, and next thing everything changed and I was getting ripped down the beach, and it was pretty much luck out there in the end. We were both struggling against the rip and just trying to find one that peeled and being in the right spot, and Coco did a good job and got a couple of good ones, and yeah. But you know, this was my best result on the tour this year, so I'm happy with that, and hopefully I can keep improving on that for the next few events.
In the semi-finals of the Subaru Pro Taranaki, part of the ASP World Tour, the Dream Tour, for the world's top 17 women. We're here at Back Beach again with all the crowds, all the hopes, all the dreams. In Heat 1 in the semi-finals, Tyler Wright from Australia and Carissa Moore from Hawaii. The conditions are trying. Carissa finds a wave and has plenty of support on the beach in the form of the Waitara Board Riders Club. Carissa won the event last year and donated the proceeds of her win to the Waitara Bar Board Riders Club for junior development of surfing. Pretty special. Very solid surfer out of Hawaii. Eventual heat winner, 14.50 points. She's through to the finals. And Tyler Wright, tour rookie in second place, a great effort from Tyler. First year on tour and a heat score of 9.76, and plenty have fallen before her. Second semi-final. Sally Fitzgibbons, the winner of the Bells comp this year, the Bells Pro. She's in heat 2 with Coco Ho from Hawaii. Sally finds it right. It's all about wave selection and it's all about those fins. How about those fins? Off the top, fin slide, yo! Judges will be happy. Semi-finals have produced a final. Carissa Moore from Hawaii, Sally Fitzgibbons from Australia, and we saw this a couple of weeks ago at the Bells in Melbourne. The Subaru Pro Taranaki, the finals. The excitement is huge. The competitors are checking conditions. Vitally important. And Carissa, as you can see, all the support from Waitara Bar Board Riders Club. They love her. They loved her last year and they still love her this year. Sally, meanwhile, points down the beach. Tough for the judges. The competitors choose each end of the break. Judging has to be on form. It's a challenge, but they're up for it. Conditions are marginal to say the least, so it's going to be very critical about wave choice and manoeuvres completed on the waves. Carissa first up. Nice turn. Finding the speed, landing in the foam. That will earn her in the range of a 6. Sally further up the beach meanwhile. Tacks a wave. A bigger wave. Oh. The crowd go wild. That is a great manoeuvre. Great to land at. The judges are looking for the top 2 waves and Sally finds yet another. Oh. Crowd says it all. And Carissa, now knowing that she needs to put out a couple of high-scoring waves, sadly scores a wave that's in the 1-point range. The conditions are shifty. Everybody's nervous. The pressure is on. Carissa eventually placing second with 6.86. Well, clever little Miss Sally pulls out 2 8s with a combined heat score of 16. And she actually threw away a 6. Didn't need it. Now that changes the rankings. Sally Fitzgibbons coming in at number 1 on the tour. Carissa Moore 2nd. Tyler Wright 3rd. Coco Ho 4. Steph Gilmore 5th equals Savannah Lima.
You know, I just chose the wrong spot in the lineup, and you know, Sally did a really good job. She was really smart. She just picked the right spot in the lineup, and she definitely came to play and put on a good performance. She's been very consistent all week, so good on Sally. I hope I can still stay in contention for the world title, and you know, all I can do is take it heat by heat and event by event, and hopefully I can keep chipping away.
It's always tricky when the conditions were changing today. We had the swell pick up, but the bank couldn't quite hold it when when the low tide hit. So it's all about searching the lineup, looking for making the best of what we had. And I think in that last heat it was all about that first getting the good start. And I moved down the beach to a different peak, so it's definitely paid off. And I'm stoked to have a win.